Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
3 wide. Check 59, right.
Flacco from the gun. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun, Flacco. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Switch. Monday. Regular. Mike's 59.
Now it's Flacco. Left side here to Sanders.
Flacco's pass complete to Emmanuel Sanders. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 20-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's checking. Crash. Yo, Lee. Gun. Mike. Hey, seam 6.
They go pass again with Flacco. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Monday. That's flat. Red. Mike, hey, Alpha. I'm trying to collect. Mike, check. 59. Yellow.
Flacco will take to the air again. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 78 yards, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Let's go. Greystone, travel. Greg. Hey, orbit. 59.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
No. 51. Red. Bravo.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 30. The 20, 10, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing,
and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Gun. Watch the whip. Gun red.
Now on 2nd and 13. Flacco looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Gun. Red. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Buzz. 58.
Passing play. Flacco. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he fires one incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And now another one thrown incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
At their own 15-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 85 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. Jayon Brown in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week. Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big fella. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go, D.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're... Inside the 25.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bears first down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of the... their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Get up! 180! Seven's the mic. Hey! Boom, hey!
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. On second and goal, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point safely through. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. It all the way down to the 31. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First down, Bears.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, a run with Lindsey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
59, Mike is 59. Mike. Here we go, D. All day. You're over here. You're over here. All day.
Now Flacco. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
Roger, 5-0. Gun. Monday. Hey, Delta. Bring it. Bring it. No.
On 2nd and 12, Flacco. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, throw left side, complete. That's Robinson. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Jump, 6-6, bullet high.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick the one that time to knock it away. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Trubisky. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Here's Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point up and through. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Monday. 51. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Gun.
Flacco from the gun. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Corey Davis, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 39-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trubisky will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jayon Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears cut into that lead. The extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now Flacco. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Hey, 4 down. Hey, Haywood. Nice.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check safety. Monday, that's right. Hey, Charlie. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Flacco now on 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, right at the 30. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. They wind up getting 4 down to the 36. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, Echo. Check, 59.
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. Steps away to his left. And the ball is knocked out. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40, 30, 20. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That's what I do. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Another run by Lindsey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to